people of YouTube. Well, first, as you can see, art runs in my family. My son's done a bit of a masterpiece there on the fridge, which I need to clean up, but, you know, hey, what can you do? Anyway, more Bodacious Creed stuff this week. I've been working quite a bit on work for all three of my classes, and I figured I would show you what's going on with that and how the models are all looking. So, let's start off with Bodacious Creed's head. I did quite a bit of work since last week. There's his ear, and I did actual eyelids, meaning that it above the eye, the top eyelid folds back so that, you know, when he blinks, it moves correctly. And I did the interior of the mouth, which you could see better if I do this. Okay, see how the interior of the mouth goes back in like that. So those were very important steps. And I also, you see there's an extra line going around the mouth that's very tight in with the lips. That's to give the lips a little bit better definition, because actually this gentleman's lips are pretty well defined, as you can see from the picture there. Now, the other thing I have is this. Now, this is a proxy mesh, which means that it's a smooth proxy. It means that it's showing me what my model is going to look like smoothed, and if I make any changes to the model here, they will reflect on the proxy. The reason I did this is because the eye here is actually, the eyelids are wrapping very nicely around the eye, but I think I can make that look a little bit better. So I'm going to play with that for a second and I'll come back. Okay, now I did a little bit of just pulled a few vertices forward on the eyelid on the main mesh, the green one there, and now on this pink outlined one, it looks not much better, like it's really, you know, going around the eye and going in. So those are some of the changes I made last week. I've also brought in the base mesh of the head into the file with the full body, so I'll show you that next. Alright, and here's Creed's body, and again, I really wish I could just put those back and side images in as visible, but I can't do that because they're nude, and I don't think that's going to be allowed on YouTube. So, here's the head from the other file, and I've brought it in here and attached it to the body. Just a few little things I need to clean up, but I have added in the body has some more edge loops than the head has, so they're actually I don't know how observant everybody is, but there are a couple of extra loops on here than were in the in just the head in order to work with the body, but that's okay because I can actually use those in this one to shape the head just a little better in back and maybe put a little more definition on the eye. Either way, it's going to look good on both models. So a few changes I've made to the body since last week. I've been working on this arm. One of the things that is suggested when modeling in this particular class is to twist the arm 90 degrees at the elbow. Now, the top part of the arm, the upper arm, contains the humerus bone. The forearm contains the radius and ulna, which sort of rotate around each other, and as they rotate here to get the arm in this position, it's been suggested, the class suggests, to rotate the arm 90 degrees at the elbow. So I did that, and now I'm working on getting the vertices just cleaned up so that when it's smoothed it looks good, and it's coming along nicely. So I'm going to show you also okay, and that's what it looks like right now on both sides. And looks like I need to do a little bit of cleanup in the head there, but that's okay. That's easy enough to do. And right here, though, I just want to see what the arm looks like smoothed. Actually looks pretty good. It's going to need a little bit of cleanup, but it smooths out pretty well. You can see the biceps in there, and even the triceps, and so even though it looks a little funkier at this level, it's working pretty well smoothed. And that's since I'm using this as a cage, that's a very important thing to pay attention to. Okay, now I will show you what I've done with Anna Lynn. Okay, here's Anna Lynn. I've made some of the same changes to her as I did for Creed and the head, specifically working on the ear, getting the eyelids down, putting the extra loop around the mouth. I actually put even another loop in for her. And partly this has to do with suggestions that my instructor has made for this particular class. I may make the same changes to Creed. I'm not totally sure now, but she's looking pretty good here. Let me merge these two sides so I can smooth her out, and we can take a look at how she looks. There. She's looking pretty good. Lips are a little better defined. The eye socket, the eye there looks, I think, really good. Got a nice eyebrow. I mean, not eyebrow, ridge there where the eyelid goes in. I'm going to need to do quite a bit on the ears, but some of that, or a lot of that, is going to be done when I bring her into ZBrush and start doing a lot of doing more sculpting on her to get her, and especially to get her just to really look like the model. I think for the base mesh stage, it's coming along pretty nicely. Part of the reason why I need to do so much more tweaking with the detail directly in Maya for Creed is because that's sort of just how we're working on it in the class. Although I think I and several other students are actually going to be bringing our models into ZBrush. But I've been just trying to do a lot of that in Maya for that class because I'm not sure how far we need to go there. So okay. So that's how it's coming along. Okay, I'm bringing Creed's head up. All right, one more thing I wanted to talk about is the fact that the character of Bodacious Creed, and if you haven't read my blog on it or information about this, I don't think I should have to talk about it every single video I make. So go ahead and just read what it's about. But basically, Creed is a lawman in an alternate Old West, and he's very dedicated, very good, and he ends up killed. This woman, Anna Lynn Boyd, who I've been showing you her model as well, she brings him back from the dead. Well, she does so with steampunk technology, and so basically he's an android with, or not an android, a zombie with sort of android parts with steampunk cybernetic parts. And ultimately on the full body model I'm going to have him shown as as he looks like after he's been dead and brought back. And so this would be this model here I found is what I am basing him after, and so this is what he would have looked like in life. I asked one of my instructors if I should go ahead and model with the animatable head, because this head is going to be fully animatable and able to smile and frown and growl and talk and whatnot. If I should actually make that animated one how he is going to look as a zombie, or if I should do that as he was in life. And we both agreed that I should do this as he was in life, and then later, if I want to, once it's rigged and everything, I can actually modify it to look how he would have looked. Well, he'll look dead. And if I want to have an animated version of that too, but basically here I'll have this baseline of what he looked like alive and something strong to base it on. So that's what we're going to get here, and I just wanted to share that as well. I've got, I think, one more thing to share, and then this video will be ready to be wrapped up. Alright, now since I can't show the models as I'm modeling them because I'm using nude references, I figured may as well show you what they look like clothed. So this is a guy who I chose for Bodacious Creed. And I don't know, it's kind of cool because he's actually in semi-Western looking, though modern clothes. This is the gal I chose for Annalyn Boyd. Very much not in clothes Annalyn would have worn back in, you know, this alternate 1860, but still, you know, she's a great model. This is what she looks like. She just really has the body type and face I want for the character. So there you go. That's the model. Those are the models. And I will be putting this video up soon. I hope you all enjoyed it. If you are curious more about what Bodacious Creed is about, I encourage you to check out my blog. I will put a link down in the bottom. Even read the main page here on YouTube because I talk about it there as well. And that way I don't have to explain what the thesis is about every single time. You'll just know, and you'll have an idea of what I'm doing, and you'll be able to follow it better. Thanks everybody for watching. If you're a modeler, I hope this has given you some ideas for your own work. If you're just kind of curious about what I do and about the whole idea for this thesis, I hope you've enjoyed it as well. And I will be putting up another video probably in the next few weeks. Thanks.